Today is part 3 of the best skincare I've tried in 2024 so far by brand. And in today's video, I have 3 brands to tell you all about. Hey guys, welcome back to SheriApproved. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new, welcome. I'm Sheri, a licensed skincare consultant and a lover of all things beauty. And if you're already a part of the SheriApproved family, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I'm so happy you joined me and I hope you guys have been enjoying this series. If this is your first video, there is a part 1 and a part 2, which I will link in the description box below. And I definitely recommend that you take a look at it. Now, this first product should not be a surprise for anybody that follows me. Guys, this is bottle number 2. And for those of you who know what my skincare collection looks like and know how many new products come across my desk every single month, when I'm on a second or third or fourth bottle of something, you better believe it is definitely a favorite. In fact, this would be one of my top picks in terms of favorite products that I have tried this year. And this is the Jumiso Antioxidant Glow Facial Essence. I mean, you all know that this is a brand that I love, and they have been in the last year, especially 2023 and 2024, they have been hitting it out of the park in terms of the releases and the formulations, and I am totally here for it. Now, I'll tell you first what's in this product, and then I'll tell you why I love it so much. So this, as you heard, is an antioxidant focused product, except that this does not have one of the most popular antioxidants that we all know about, which is vitamin C, which makes it great for people who absolutely need to avoid vitamin C, or they're looking for an alternative to vitamin C that's really going to give them that antioxidant potency, especially for their daytime routine. This is it. So this has glycerol glucoside, which is going to give your skin a lot of hydration and moisture. But even though you hear that, this is not a sticky, greasy, or heavily hydrating product. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a bit. Now, when it comes to the antioxidants, here the combination, it has vitamin E, which we know is usually combined with vitamin C in a lot of vitamin C serums, but it also has adenosine. You all know we hear that ingredient a lot on this channel. And it also has winter cherry extract, which beside being an antioxidant also helps to protect your skin barrier and especially helps with the free radicals that can cause dark spots on your skin. It also contains one of my absolute favorite ingredients for my skin type, which is Centella asiatica, for its anti-inflammatory properties. But this contains a combination of brightening powerhouses, alpha-arbutin, which we know is very, very helpful and effective in a routine for hyperpigmentation, dark spots, melasma, etc. And it also contains 5% niacinamide, a sweet spot that most people can handle and at a percentage that definitely shows results. This is cruelty-free, it is fragrance-free, it is essential oil-free, and there are no drying alcohols in this product. And Jumiso has tested this, and they say that this provides a 168-hour antioxidant effect. Now, I haven't tested that, but that really indicates that this product keeps working for days and days and days when it comes to the antioxidant protection. They also say that this can give you up to 100-hour moisture retention. Again, I'm not testing that because I'm not going to wash my face for 100 hours. But those are huge claims, and they do have information on their website, which is one of the things that I've been loving about Jumiso. On their website, all the different trials and the clinical studies that they've done, they have all the details there for you, so you can actually go take a look, go through, read up all the scientific details, etc. if you want to get some more information about the claims that they are making about their products. Now, let me tell you guys why I'm on bottle number 2. You see the texture of this? Now, for those of you who don't know, I have oily, acne-prone skin, and I actually live in the Caribbean. We have a lot of heat and humidity here, and that can actually aggravate oily skin, making your skin produce extra oil. And if you want to do your skincare, and sometimes you have several products to layer, when everything has a lot of body and you're layering and you're layering and you're layering, that can actually feel quite suffocating. One of the things I love about this is that I can layer this with anything. It is so super lightweight. I actually put some on my hand before to show you, and it is so runny, like it literally ran off my hand already. So you can see it there. And just look at this. Now, I think I saw somewhere that they said like this is going to give you that whole glass skin reflective look. I actually don't find that to be the case. I find that there is like a natural glow, a natural radiance to the skin that just looks healthy, nothing crazy shiny or anything like that, which is one of the reasons why I love it on my skin. It's not adding any extra shine, any extra grease. And when you put it on the skin, it disappears. There is no tack, no grease, no nothing. Like you can't feel like you've applied anything, but you can feel that the skin is hydrated. Like if your skin was feeling dehydrated before, you could feel that it corrects that, but you're looking at your skin and like, did I apply anything? Because you can't feel anything. And that's one of the reasons why I love it. Then everything in here as well, you can combine with literally almost any active. I use this in my morning routine. I use this in my nighttime with my acids, with my retinoids. I've combined it in the morning with kojic acid, with vitamin C, with other types of ingredients, and it just layers and works beautifully. I did actually not have this in my skincare routine for about 2 weeks when my first bottle finished. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I have enough things like tyrosinase inhibitors and so on in my routine that I could get along. And I was getting along, but I was missing this. I was missing this. Like, Sherry, no, you have to open another bottle. You have to open another bottle. And while this can be used by all skin types, I'm just saying that especially if you live in the humidity, especially if you have combination oily skin and finding products with lightweight textures to help you when it comes to your hyperpigmentation. Because when you have hyperpigmentation, you need to combine a little bit more. And adding more could mean that the skin feels a little bit heavier. This is not going to give you that feeling, but it's absolutely going to give a boost to your skincare routine. The next item as well may not come as a surprise to you. It's also from Jumiso. And we're talking about this. So this is their Snail Mucin 88 and Peptide Cream, and I have it in both formats. So this is like the travel size mini. This is their 30 ml tube, and this is the full size, which is a 100 ml jar. And where do I start when it comes to this cream? I mean, you all know that I raved about, and it was well deserved, the Essence by Jumiso. Do I have it here? No. Yes, I do. Hold on. And I'm back. So yes, you all know that I have raved about this product, and I still think that right now this is the best Snail Mucin on the market. But Jumiso just decided that they were going to release a cream as well that has a similar combination of ingredients. Now, do you need both? Do you need both essence and cream? Maybe, but the answer is most likely not. You really don't need both. To get those ingredients, you really just need one out of these two. And I will suggest choosing based on what you actually need to fill in your own personal skincare routine. So let's say you already have a really good moisturizer that, you know, probably has a different combination of ingredients for another reason, but your essence step is empty and you want to get in your peptides and that hydrated Snail Mucin, then go with the essence. But if you already have another essence, maybe because of hyperpigmentation or something else that you're using right now, and you have a spot to probably fill in or rotate another moisturizer, then here you go. Very, very similarly to the essence, this combines those peptides with Snail Mucin. And again, that puts it a huge cut above the rest when it comes to the CosRx Snail Mucin cream. Now, if you're probably in your 20s and you want to have a Snail Mucin cream, maybe early 30s, then the CosRx is perfectly fine. But if you're the 35 and over, 40s, 50s, 60s, or whatever, we want our moisturizers. In fact, we want our products in general, everything that we select to be doing something and adding toward our overall goal. So a lot of us probably have like our retinoids, our acids, your vitamin C, other things that you're using in your routine. And you know that as you're getting older, maybe I should have some peptides in my routine. Where am I getting my peptides? And as you would have seen in part 2, a lot of the moisturizers that I shared there, they have peptides in them. And the moisturizer step is a really great place to ensure that you're getting that in your routine in a consistent way, as opposed to probably having to find maybe a dedicated peptide serum or so on. Now, if you do have the space in your routine fit, then great. But this works out especially for people who want a place to put it in, like something that you actually have to use on a consistent basis, but don't necessarily want to add another step. So this contains copper tripeptides, which is the one, you know, we're always talking about. It contains matrixyl and geraldine as well as part of that 5-peptide complex. It also contains a lot of skin soothers, plumpers, and that's one of the things that you notice when you apply this moisturizer. Like your skin not only like looks plump, but it feels plump. And I think that's like the first word that comes to my mind every single time I use this cream. It also has a niacinamide. Now I want to show you the texture of this moisturizer. It is like a type of gel cream type of texture. I don't want it to fall out, but it is. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my hands here for you to kind of see what it looks like. So while I'm using it and touching it, like I can feel that slight like snail mucin type texture, but really and truly like the texture of this and the Dr. Althea cream that I was talking about, like between both of them, I would not have been able to tell which one has snail mucin and which one doesn't. While the snail mucin is there, and it will provide that slip. It is not sticky at all. And you could see like how this just went into my skin. And this moisturizer has some very interesting claims. Now, remember, I told you that Jumiso is doing a lot of studies and they are making certain claims about their products. They actually showed that people who use this moisturizer had a 47% decrease in inflammatory acne, a 42% decrease in oil production, and a 51% improvement in a damaged skin barrier. That means that this particular moisturizer is perfect for somebody who has acne-prone skin, even somebody who has oily skin. And while you hear them talk about the reduction in sebum, this moisturizer is so hydrating that I feel that even somebody with dry skin, this will work beautifully for you. In fact, that very interesting combination of dry skin with acne, here you go. Like, look your moisturizer here. Now, this moisturizer as well also has a little bit of dimethicone in it, and that's going to help that very smooth feeling on the skin. And if you looked at part 2, you would have heard me talk a lot about those moisturizers that I've been using in my nighttime skincare routine. Now, when I traveled recently, I decided, you know what? I love the fact that this one is available in a tube. So I actually did carry this to use as my nighttime moisturizer along with Terter as usual. You all know how that is go, right? But I tend to use this a lot when I'm going to put on makeup to go out in the evening or night. I know it's kind of weird, kind of strange, but I just find that this is the moisturizer that I'm constantly reaching for. I literally wash my face, put on this moisturizer, and I go straight into my makeup. I'm telling you, it just gives the skin a plump, juicy look that I really, really love. I love how the foundation glides over it. And I also need to show you guys like how I color correct, like the few spots that I do have left. And one of the things that I love is that when I put this on and then I go on with my color corrector, because I use a specific color corrector, that this actually helps the corrector like blend in even better. And I don't know, the combination has just been working so amazingly well for me that I just keep using it. And I have to say that I really, really, really do like this moisturizer. And I know that I have quite a few of you that love Snail Mucin and love Snail Mucin moisturizers. I'd say definitely give this one a try and let me know how you find it compared to the CosRX. The next brand is Secret. Have I spoken about this brand on my channel before? You know, I'm not sure. But this year is the first year that I've actually used this brand. And I would have like heard about it from one or two people, like very few people talk about this brand. The reason why I started using this brand, and this is the first product that I bought from them, is because I saw this was another Korean brand that put a retinaldehyde, a retinal product on the market. And this is the Secret Seoul 1988 retinal liposome 2% plus black ginseng. So this is what it looks like. And you're going to be like, but Sherry, you're using the BD Skin Retinal, like why use another retinal? And I'm going to tell you about it now. If you are in the mature skin category, again, 35 and up, getting up there, want to start taking care of your skin, want to make sure that you prevent and you protect and all of that, like listen up. So we'll talk about the retinal just now, but you see this formula? This has 58% black ginseng. Just let that marinate for a moment. It has niacinamide. It has adenosine. They have packed this with a bunch, like a long list of antioxidants. They also have skin brighteners and things like thioethylascorbic acid, which is a vitamin C derivative. And this also contains a peptide complex. So exactly what I was talking about before, you want to make sure and try to get your peptides into steps that you know that you are going to use on a consistent basis. And this serum actually does it. The retinal that they have in here is liposomal retinal. That means that it is encapsulated in a way so that it can really get into your skin. So even though it might seem that it is at a lower percentage than other products, because of this type of technology, it actually helps the ingredient to be more efficacious on your skin. And that's why some people tend to get confused, like, how come this is a low percentage product and I might be getting better results than something that is with a higher percentage? It all comes down to formulation, and these are the things that actually make a big difference. When it comes to retinal, this is actually at a lower percentage than the BD skin, and if you are now coming into retinaldehyde, this is a wonderful one for you to actually get into. I am jumping ahead of myself though, because there are a couple other interesting ingredients that I saw in this product. It actually has something called burdock root, which is antifungal and has seborrhea regulation properties. So for people who are prone to seborrheic dermatitis, people who get flaky skin and so on, this actually has an ingredient in there to help with that. It also contains cholesterol and glycerin and a lot of hydrators. And remember that I mentioned that it contains peptides. One of the peptides in this formula is FGF, which is similar to EGF. You know, EGF is epidermal growth factors, while FGF is fibroblast growth factor. And that's one of the things that's actually really important in the collagen synthesis process. And to top it off, this also contains bakuchiol, which, as you know, is going to give you some retinol-like effects on the skin, but at the same time be soothing and not give you some of the unwanted side effects that people tend to run from when it comes to retinol and retinoids. So as you can see, this has a light yellow color, which you would find in retinaldehyde products. However, the texture of this one is a little bit more lightweight than the BD skin. The BD skin has a more cream texture. This one has a type of gel cream, like serum gel texture. So this is what the texture looks like. Again, with retinal or retinoid products, all you need is a pea-sized amount for your entire face. And you might be wondering again, like, why is Sheri talking about this, or why is Sheri using this if I'm already using the BD skin? Because the BD skin contains a much higher percentage of retinaldehyde, which, if I'm not careful, I'm not able to use that on my neck every single night, on my décolleté, even on areas like my under eye area. This, however, I can apply this every night on those areas. So this is how I'm actually getting my retinol in for my neck and my under eye area. I have not had any irritation, any dryness. I really do love how it makes the skin feel and look. And the brand actually recommends this, as they should, for people with wrinkles, skin texture, hyperpigmentation, and just all over aging issues. So again, if you've been using retinol for a while and you probably want to try to jump to the retinaldehyde boat, I highly recommend starting with this. And in fact, there might be some of you who start with this and you stick to this because of how nicely done the formulation is. And something I also want to mention is that when it comes to the frequency of use with this, you may find that you could increase frequency of use with this much faster than you might be able to with some other things. In fact, you could probably very, very easily use this every night without issues. And because I found that worked so well for me, I was intrigued. I was intrigued. So a couple of months ago, I realized that this particular brand, Secret, also has a range of eye patches. So I decided that I was going to try them out. Now, I'm not generally an eye patch girl. I do have several clients and customers who love eye patches. I have a cousin who you will never find her without some hydrogel eye patches because she absolutely loves it. But it's one of the things that I just do periodically. It's like not very consistent in my routine. But again, I was intrigued by the formula of the retinal. So I'm like, I have to try this. So I have been using their advanced regenerating eye gel patches with retinol. So this is what the jar looks like. And it comes with a spatula on the top. I want to make sure that I don't let everything fall out here. But the hydrogel patches are in here, and it's probably not going to show that clearly on camera. But what I love about this is that they actually have some different sizes, and we'll talk about that. The ingredient that they are marketing is the retinol, and the focus is obviously on skin regeneration, wrinkles, skin elasticity, things like that. And as you know, the under eye area can be pretty difficult to treat when it comes to the wrinkles, especially if you want to use retinol, because the under eye area is already like a more dehydrated, dry area of the face. And if you start using retinol, a lot of people will talk about the fact that they find that area gets drier, which is why retinol eye creams need to be so well formulated to make sure that they balance that hydration. And that's where these actually come in. They have formulated this so that you can get that retinol in your eye area, but in a way that's going to be soothing and calming and very hydrating for those sensitive areas. Other thing that I love about these is that they made big and small patches. So while the natural area that you'll want to apply this is on the under eye area, they have different sizes. So you can actually use these on other areas of the face where it might be difficult or a little bit too sensitive for stronger actives. So like around the mouth, you can put patches. On your neck, I have used some of these patches as well on my neck as well. And when I tell you, they not only feel amazing, but it's the way the skin feel and looks after you use it. So I did post this on my story, and one of my followers in the States, hi Joanne. Joanne messaged me, and Joanne went and she purchased this right away. And then in a couple of days, she messaged me and she said, Sherry, like, I just want to know, like, how often can I use this? Like, can I use this every single day? Because she was already obsessed with how her under eye area was looking and how it was feeling just from a couple of days use of this. And I'm like, what is in these patches? Like, what kind of sorcery is this? A lot of times brands tend to focus on marketing particular ingredients because it might be what's trending and so on. And you might think, okay, yes, so this has retinol, but there's a reason why they call this the advanced regenerating eye gel patches, because this also has niacinamide. It has CoQ10. It has resveratrol. It has licorice root. It also has astaxanthin, which is anti-inflammatory. Like, this thing is packed with amazing ingredients, and it has been formulated to work on the drier, more sensitive areas of the face. So if you do decide to get this, this is not just an under eye treatment. You can use this on other parts of the face, on your neck, around your nose, around your mouth, etc. It's just, I don't know. Like, I think the only way you're going to really understand what I'm trying to say in terms of how it works, how it feels, how it looks, how it performs is to try it. And they actually do have two other types of patches in the line. I think a vitamin C and a hydrating one. And I will definitely be trying those now because I absolutely love these retinol ones. And I am so intrigued. I'm so intrigued. And the last brand that I have a product that I want to mention from in terms of the best skincare that I've tried so far in 2024 is from NineLess. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about this because if you're in Trinidad and you know. And the product is the NineLess B-Boost 1% kojic acid serum. And this is what it looks like. And all I'm going to say is that this is the first kojic acid serum that I could safely and very proudly recommend to someone to try. Kojic acid is an amazing ingredient for a hyperpigmentation routine, but it can be a very irritating ingredient. And you all know with skin of color, while we want those fast results, we have to be careful to not create inflammation and other hyperpigmentation down the road. You see this? All I'm going to say is go check it out. As it says on the bottle, this also has 10% niacinamide, it has 2% tranexamic acid, has panthenol, has ascorbyl glucoside, which is a vitamin C derivative, and this also has glutathione. Go check it out, go read up about it, and if you want to DM me so we can talk a little bit more about this, you can, but that's all I'm going to say about that. But it's definitely getting a mention in the best skincare that I've tried in 2024 because you see this? It works. It works. And guys, we've come to the end of part 3. There is one more video in this series for now because you all know we have to talk about VT and all of that. And that's going to be in my last video. I'd love to know if you've tried any of these. And again, leave any comments down below if you've tried Secret. I'm not sure how many of you may have tried it, but if you've tried it, let me know. Jumiso and NineLess, what has been your favorite products from these brands? Please put it in the comments. And I thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope it has been helpful. And I look forward to seeing you in part 4. And remember, I do these videos so that you can choose the right products. Because if you don't have the right products, sis, you have the wrong products. I'll see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye.